Hi, I'm Leo. Welcome to Leo channel. On this episode, today I will recommendation about 5 places interesting in Toronto, Canada. Let's discover this place. Let's go! At the first, I introduce to you about CN Tower. Let's look around this building. The CN Tower is a 553.3 meters high concrete communications and observation tower in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It was completed in 1976. Next one is second in the top 5 adjacent is Phillips Square. So come with me to explore the second place. Let's go! Nathan Phillips Square is an urban plaza at the intersection of Queen Street West and Bay Street. Mayors of Toronto from 1955 to 1962. The square was designed by the City Hall architect Valio Revell and landscape architect Richard Strong. The square is the site of concerts, art display, a Queensland farmer markets, the Winter Festival of Lights, and other public events, including demonstrations. During the winter months, the reflecting pearl is converted into the ice rink for ice skating. The top 3 in this episode is the Old City Hall, where it has ancient look. Because the ancient look is made the people have the good impression when they look in the first time. But this place is really important with people in Toronto. Let's discuss what is important with the Old City Hall is a prominent civic building and court house in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It was the home of the Toronto City Council from 1899 to 1966 and remains one of the city's most prominent structures. The City Hall features a large with 103.6 meters tall clock tower, was the tallest structure in Canada for 18 years from 1899 until 1917. The clock room houses 3 bells, the largest of which weighs 5,443 kilograms. It's currently the legal council for Toronto. Number 4. Yes, on this number 4 place, you will be visit on the place will be get you more knowledge about another culture like Chinese, Japan, or Canadian culture, because you are living in Canada, so you should be know a little bit about culture of Canada, and have another one can support you about your writing and your presentation. Let's discuss and travel around the museum with me. The Royal Ontario Museum is a museum of art, world, cultural, and natural history in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It is one of the largest museums in North America and the largest in Canada. It attracts more than 1 million visitors every year, making the LOM the most visited museum in Canada. This museum on the surface of Museum Subway Station of the Toronto Transit Commission is named after the room, and since 2008 it is decorated to resemble in institution collection. This look around. This is the Egypt area. So let's visit that. The museum established on 16 April 1912 and opened on 19 March 1914. The museum contains notable collections of dinosaurs, mineral, and material, Near Eastern and African arts of East Asia, Europe history, and Canadian history. The museum also contains an extensive collection of design and fine arts, including clothing, interior, and product design, especially as decor. On this museum, you can view is the most interesting is the mummy. The mummy is the most interesting because it's a real one. You can see is it for a million years ago, and now you see that right in the currently time. So we let travel around so the museum, and now we get it's inside Chinese architecture. And new knowledge to you. Fine. The last place, I think everyone also know this place because this place really interesting with the people want to eat something in especially in this place that's name is Chinatown. So let's go to look at the overall of the Chinatown. Chinatown is an ethnic enclave in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with a high concentration of ethnic Chinese residents and business extending along Dundas Street west and Spina Avenue west of the center of the city.